Hello? Test.
Test.
It's Valentine's Day, kind of,
Tomorrow. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy early.
Eve.
You guys are all of our Valentine.
Yeah, will you be my Valentine? Because I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
We're going to go out. We're going to do girl talk.
Yeah. We're going to go to a little event, a little mixer.
A woman Galentine's Day mixer.
But I found out there's going to be boys there. So
oh my God, I'm so excited.
she purposely pushed it. So it's at Common Ground, which is like a club here. And my friend Kylie, she has this company called Girl Talk, and it's pretty much like a female-based community in different big cities around the nation where you kind of just like, if you're part of the community, then you always have people in every city you go. And
it's just like a collective of, I guess, a way to socialize in new areas.
Yeah.
She made it seem like it was very like location based.
Yes.
So get to know new people, way to network, socialize, and she puts on these really cool events, goes all out, really fun. So she's doing one for Galentine's Day.
Yep.
So there's going to be guys. This is news to me.
Yeah, no, it's not. I learned this yesterday.
Okay.
It's not Galentine's. It's fully Valentine's, and it's at Common Ground. And the reason she had it there is because that is such like a male forward place that when she came together with the owner, they were like, this is amazing. Like, you bring girls, I'll bring guys. And like,
oh my God, why am I like so excited?
I know when she said that, I was like, oh shit. Like, in a way, I was kind of like relieved that our Valentine's Day plans were like, no pressure, don't have to be some type of way. I was like, oh, sick, I'm just going to go like make friends. And she's like, oh no, boys will be there. I was like,
you know what we should do after this? Because this is like the first Saturday that we don't have plans after recording. Let's go find really cute outfits. Let's go shopping.
I do need to shop.
Okay.
I'm actually going to do that because I'm doing some Fashion Week stuff this week too.
Cute.
I guess by the time this episode's out, I will have already done it. But I don't have anything. And it's too late to order on like ASOS or something. And ASOS doesn't have shit.
I open the app less and less.
They're going downhill. They're going like Forever 21 to me.
Yes.
So
the only good thing that they have is Topshop.
Yeah. That's like the last place you can get it unless like you go to Nordstrom, but like I'm not going to do that. But I'm definitely down to shop after this. We'll get a little Valentine's Day outfit. I'll get one. I just need like one. I think I'm only doing like one day of Fashion Week. So just like one dope outfit and then we'll be good.
Call it a day.
But yeah, that's why we have stupid little girly dresses on right now. I feel like, she's the man when her mom forces her to wear a dress. That's how I feel right now. Alex didn't force me to wear a dress by any means, but we were getting ready and I look in the bathroom and she had that on. I was like, I feel like I need to be like kind of Valentine's-y. So this is my pink dress that I actually
you
hate.
Went like, oh, really?
Yeah. When I bought it, so I bought this in the black version for our going away party.
You should have worn, do you want to go switch to the black one?
Is that like Valentine's-y?
Sure, Chris. Yeah,
I would be so. May I?
Yes.
I would be so. Thank you.
Of
I'll be right
course.
back.
Oh my! I'm wearing black.
I hate this. I look like a stupid idiot.
I'm wearing black.
Okay, I couldn't find the other black dress I want to wear. That's the black version of the pink one, but I have this little mini black one. So
cute. We're both in little mini black dresses.
I feel a little bit more comfortable.
Good.
And it's like stretchy and like sweatery. Anyway, yes, it is Valentine's Day week. We've definitely expressed on this podcast before that we don't like care too much, but it's fun to entertain.
Yeah, it's it's a reason to go out. If anything, it's a reason to flirt.
Yep.
If you have a significant other, if someone asked you to be your Valentine's, even more fun.
Right. It's just it's like a game.
Yeah,
it feels like a game.
I love seeing all the cute shit on TikTok and Instagram of how people are asking their significant other to be their Valentine.
Wait, yeah. So do you ask before or do you ask the day of? I always thought you asked the day of.
I think like for school's sake, you're talking about like at school when you would get like I think it was like day of, but I think beforehand is more appropriate. It's more like.
And then when do you start? Like, is Valentine's Day like the last day? Like,
I think Valentine's Day is the day you like go and celebrate being each other's Valentine.
And then if you're still together until the next Valentine's Day, why do you have to ask again? I don't
know.
These are questions that need to be asked. That's all I'm saying. Just being devil's advocate here.
You know what it also is? Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, well, that's in the past. Whoa. We're talking to the future right now. Who won? Who do you think won? I don't even know who's playing. The Chiefs?
The Chiefs or the Eagles?
Eagles?
I don't know. It's so funny. What?
I'm going to say Chiefs.
Well, okay. I was going to say I'm such an underdog voter for her. And I called Tanner the other day and I was like, who's the underdog? Like, I need to know who to root for. And he's like, honestly, they're so neck and neck. Like, their stats are so on par with each other.
That's cool. That's a good game.
Yeah.
That'll
he
be
was
even
like,
cooler.
I hope, who did he say? I hope the Chiefs win because the Chiefs are who beat the Niners. And he's a big Niners fan. So
make it like worth it.
Right. That's exactly what he said.
The only reason I'm saying I think it'll be Chiefs is because didn't they win another Super Bowl like a few years ago?
Couldn't tell you.
Me either. I might have made that up. Like, I don't know. So I'm just
I
gonna
also,
say Chiefs.
I'm going to say Chiefs because I like red better than teal. So
Yeah, that's true. We actually hate teal, and it's been a really big talk between us.
Yeah,
lately.
we've talked about it a lot.
Like, big opinion. I don't remember where the first time it was brought up, but like a few people were wearing it in Love Island. We were like, why are they wearing that color? And like two people went to the Hideaway, and the Hideaway was like hella teal. And we were like, this color can't come back. It's so ugly. I never liked it. I never liked it. Tiffany blue, like that.
Ugh.
Barf. Sorry if that's your favorite color. That's the thing. I know there's a lot of people, like, it's like purple people.
Yeah,
you love purple.
You're diehard teal.
You're diehard teal too. So
And
as
like turquoise,
a part of the purple community, no hate on your diehardness of teal, but purple is prettier than teal.
Yeah, there's just like more you could do with purple than teal. Teal is so specific across the board.
Yes.
To like what kind of person you are, like the things that you like.
Yes.
You're very stereotypical.
Yeah, you are.
And I will
Purple is a
feed
little
into
bit
that
everything.
stereotype. But purple is a little more versatile.
Yeah, purple has longevity. Teal is
Gets old so quick.
It just doesn't work. Ugh, ugly.
We started watching You,
Oh my god, yeah.
the first season or the third
Third half of the third season.
is it third? Fourth. First half of the fourth season. I like it. It's just, I like the storyline. I like where they're going with it. I guess, spoiler alert, fast forward a little bit until you stop talking about this. I don't like how much it's narrated.
Yeah.
Literally the whole episode is narration. And I'm like, okay, shut up. Like, let's get some dialogue.
Yeah. Other seasons, like Joe definitely had his thoughts that we had insight in every episode. Like, it wasn't every episode thing, but it is really heavy on this one.
Yeah.
And these are new characters. So like, I would assume it'd be the opposite. Like,
right.
let us learn these characters without his view.
Maybe that's intentional though, because, well, we can say this because we did a spoiler alert,
Mm-hmm.
but the whole premise of this season is that there is someone out there who's like up to par with Joe's game, and like he knows about Joe's murdering and shit, and we don't know who this person is, so there's a lot of mystery there. So maybe that's intentional with us not getting to know these people on the back end.
I'm hoping it'll make sense once we get to the end.
Me too.
It doesn't bug me too bad because I think he's just so good at it too. Like every time I hear it, I'm like, God, I'm picturing him in the studio, like literally looking like us with a mic.
No,
he's
like, he's the perfect narrator voice.
Yeah, I really like it. It seems like this series, every season when it comes out, I'm like, what? Like, how are they gonna step it up? I mean, the first season alone was fucking crazy, and there's so many moments, and this show is so heavy on like shock factor, and I can't believe that happened, and just like darkness. So when the season came out, I was like, how are they actually gonna make his story different, new, like now that Love's gone, and now that it's like he's facing like Bowser, like it's like there's a bigger deal here, and he's kind of now, I don't like a victim in a way, like he's like he's the small
he's
guy.
Wrapped up in his own game.
He's not in control this time, and like I mean they referred to it in the first episode, like this whole season seems like a classic whodunit. And I think I love that. It almost feels like Knives Out-y, which I love, and just a classic mystery. Like I feel like mystery isn't as big of a genre anymore, and like I feel like it's coming back slowly with Knives Out, with You, and like
it is
things like that. Mystery is coming back, and I love it. There's something weirdly, like, I mean, it's very satisfying for the brain. Like it's
like an escape. It's why we like escape rooms.
Yep. You watch it and you kind of have your own hypothesis of what's going to happen, and then it's cool to know if like you're right or not. It's like a sports game.
It is.
It's like, who do you think's going to win? Who do you think the murderer is? And then like it's very satisfying when you get it right. Okay, and spoiler
sesh.
Spoiler alert. You are safe to come back now. Hello, welcome back. No more show talk. Recently, was it the other Wednesday? What day did we go?
Wednesday. Thursday. It was after therapy.
Thursday, yes. Oh my God, yeah. We had so as you guys know, Alex and I both have therapy on Thursdays, literally at the same time. We like say, have a good session. We both go in our rooms for the next hour and just let it all out.
I meant to ask you, sometimes I like yell. Can you hear me?
No.
Okay.
Our walls, we've talked about that. Like our walls are pretty thick.
Okay.
Whenever we try to even yell at each other, it's always like, wait, what? I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you at all. We got out of our session and both had pretty hefty sessions. I had a full breakdown to Alex, and it was like kind of stressful because our session was done at 7 and we need to leave the house by 7:30 to go to dinner with somebody. And it was like, we obviously had our personal breakdowns for like the first, like until like, I think it was 7:25 or something.
Yeah.
We were like, oh fuck, we gotta go.
We literally have to leave in like 5 minutes.
So we hurry up, we got ready, but everything's good. Don't worry. Just
your typical,
yeah,
your typical, what is the word?
Breakthrough?
No, like rehash. No, debrief.
Yes. And we went to this restaurant, this Peruvian restaurant in Tribeca. It was called Artesano.
Best meal I've ever had,
guys,
hands down.
I posted a reel of it. If you probably saw it on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram. Holy fuck, it was so good.
So good.
I had never had Peruvian food before. I didn't even know that ceviche was Peruvian. And ceviche is one of my favorite things. If it's on a menu, I order it. It's so fucking good. And theirs had this like tiger milk. I almost called it a serum. Gross. Sorry.
Like a broth-ish.
Yeah.
Like a sauce.
Because it wasn't hot, but it wasn't like creamy like a sauce. So liquid.
Yeah.
Base.
Milk. Base.
Yeah, it was called tiger milk, but it wasn't, for the ceviche, it wasn't dairy. It wasn't milky at all. It was very like citrus based. So good. God, it was like my mouth's watering.
No, I could that
Salty,
that second meal that we had,
acidic,
the Japanese inspired one with the
tuna.
Oh.
And then emulsified tiger's milk. Yeah. So then it was very creamy. It was with garlic and then the tiger's milk, and they emulsified it. So it kind of looked like mayonnaise, and then sesame oil, and all the plating was so beautiful.
Stunning. And the waiter came over and explained every single dish to us.
Every ingredient, you guys.
With so much detail, where it came from and like how important it is in Peruvian culture and how it's used in other places. And it was
a whole learning experience.
Such an experience.
So cool. Artesano in Tribeca. If you're ever here, it's so worth it.
It's got to be on your list.
It's like, we walked away saying, personally, it's in my top 30 favorite meals of all time.
I would say I haven't eaten at like nice places like that often. I would say that's my top. That's easily, easily my top restaurant I've been to.
I love New York for that reason specifically. Like, we thought we were just going to dinner.
Right.
Like, I thought and I knew it was going to be good. Like, I looked up the place before and I was like, oh, this looks fire. It has amazing reviews. Like, I knew I wouldn't be disappointed, but I was blown out of the water.
Yeah.
It was so cool. And like, it was one of those restaurants that has like, an open concept kitchen too. So you can literally watch them prepare everything. That is my favorite, because I'm like, they're not hiding anything.
No.
Like, they treat this as an art. They're clearly proud of the things they're making, because they're allowing you to watch literally every single step. And the kitchen was so clean too, which like, you could easily hide that in restaurants that are behind a curtain.
And like the process of like how they make their food, they're not like heating shit up. Right. And like shit's not sitting under a hot lamp for 3 hours waiting to come out, which is so common. And you just like,
I hate thinking about it though.
I know. And there's not a lot of restaurants that like let you show or let you see the kitchen. So think about how many of the nice restaurants that we go to that do that, and they're just like, oh, they're never gonna see it.
It breaks my heart.
It does.
Even like when that TikTok was going around, I think it was like last year, showing, or no, I think it was during like it was during like 2020, showing how Taco Bell food is heated up.
Ugh.
And it's all in a bag and they just put it in boiling water. I was like, not that I thought it was some Michelin level preparation, but
it just like, it puts the reality to the shit that you're putting in your mouth. Exactly. And sometimes I like ignorance is bliss when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Taco Bell especially. I really haven't had it since. I haven't had Taco Bell in a really...
Oh, I could fuck up some Taco Bell.
Me too. Maybe we should go to a cantina while we're out going
shopping.
Down
Margs.
I want... My mouth's watering again. I want a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Yep. No tomato.
And cinnamon twists and a side of nachos. I want to go to Taco Bell after this.
Okay. Woo!
I'm going to regret it so bad. And tomorrow's Super Bowl. The place we're going to Bella Union. It's like a 3-story bar in Midtown. And it's 6 to 8. They're doing full open bar and crazy. Unlimited food. What? Huh? 6 to 8 food and drinks, just all you can put in your body. I'm so excited. It says specifically unlimited wings.
Wow.
We should all have a contest.
Okay. How many wings we could eat?
I think I could win. I'm really good at wings.
We've never like battled it out with food because I might not be good at wings, but like I could keep going with anything.
Yeah. See, like my taste buds can, but I will hit a stomach point. But wings, I'm pretty good at those.
Yeah.
Let's just
it's
try.
The pace. Okay.
Let's try. We'll see. We'll let you guys know who the winner is. Why did I bring that up though? Oh, because if I'm gonna have Taco Bell and then also I'm gonna be
okay. It's the weekend
and it's the Super Bowl,
right? And we just had a really good high quality meal, so it's balance at that point.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just like cancels it out.
Right.
Everybody's saying, "Oh man, I'm so excited for the Rihanna concert featuring the Chiefs and the Eagles." Exactly how it feels.
Literally.
I'm seeing so many like predictions of what she's gonna open up with. People are like placing bets on it too.
Yeah.
It's like the Super Bowl. Like,
right.
13-minute set, and it's like shaking the world. What do you think she's gonna open with?
Was it 13 minutes? What's my name?
That'd be cool.
Maybe. I'm going there.
I'm thinking I'm seeing a lot of people say Disturbia.
Oh, I could see that.
I was hoping it'd be
the beat.
Ponder Replay. I think
How does Ponder Replay start though?
Come Mr. DJ, some Ponder Replay, and it's like in the beginning. It's just like I think it's like literally an 8 count of the same instrumental. You hear the whole song, and then it goes in.
Okay, I don't think that's bang enough for an opening song.
I guess I meant more on like the iconic side, but I guess production level. How does Disturbia start?
Bum bum beat bum bum.
Is that that's like
I think so.
The beginning?
Yeah, that could be it.
All of her shit.
Yeah.
Literally, Ponder Replay, Disturbia, What's My Name? They could give us boom the first, and everybody would know what it is.
Everyone will know what it is.
And I think regardless of what she starts with, that's how it's gonna start.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's gonna like the lights will like boom, and then everybody like
yep.
She'll do it again, and then she'll like pop up.
It's gonna be a big tease moment.
Oh,
I'm
so excited. Last year's was so good too, guys. Our Super Bowl last year.
Oh, nothing will ever top that weekend.
I know, and I'm okay with that.
Did I ever tell a story about how it was supposed to go?
Yes.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. We came back with that story.
We did.
Like right away.
God, that was such a fun weekend.
It was so good, and like usually. I kind of thought, oh God, is it setting an expectation where we're going to go into this weekend being like, fuck, like, well, it's not going to be like this.
It's not going to top that.
But I'm so okay with that memory because it was so perfect.
Right. It's, I like almost know so much that I will never top it, that it's fully untouchable. And
that's true.
It is where it is. And like everything that I do going forward is not going to be up to par with that.
It was so good.
It was such a good weekend.
We did something every day for like, it felt like a festival weekend, but we were
Absolutely.
in LA.
We kicked it with Alicia and TK the whole weekend.
Yep. We did the Revolve party 2 nights in a row. Or was that 1 night? 2 nights? Why do I feel like it was 2 nights?
2. We did, but I don't think in a row. Remember the last night we ended up at Hyde. And I think that was Revolve.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
Remember
God.
that?
I forgot about that. Holy fuck. That was so good. We saw Justin Bieber. We saw Drake. Alex almost went to the Super Bowl. But then we went to...
God, that was so fun.
What was that? Was that a Fanjoy party? Where did we watch the Super Bowl?
Fanjoy.
It was a Fanjoy party,
I
right?
think so. Yeah.
Cameo.
It was Cameo.
Because I remember seeing Cody and Devin. So I was like, they wouldn't necessarily be with Fanjoy.
It was Cameo.
That was so good.
God, that was so fucking fun. You know what? I know it's not going to top last year, but next year we should make it a point to go to whatever city it is in.
Oh, where the Super Bowl is?
Yeah. Are you seeing all the shit that's going down in Arizona?
No.
Just like all the fun events.
I'm
it's
sure.
the same thing.
I'm sure.
But we should make it a thing.
It's already determined, right? Didn't we like talk about this? How
is it?
You can like look up the next like 3 years of the Super Bowl. It's already determined. Let's see. I can't believe I'm typing in 2024, dude.
Right.
Las Vegas.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep. Las Vegas will host its first Super Bowl in 2024. We should buy tickets now because it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we should. Okay. Yes. Can you even buy tickets?
Flights, yeah.
Oh, flights. I thought you meant like tickets to the game.
Oh, no.
I doubt we'll go to the game, but
who knows?
Who knows? Hey, if I just meet a random person who wants me to go with them again.
Yeah, right.
Done.
Oh my God. We should go to Vegas. Okay.
Done. It's so easy.
We can, we should book a room.
It's going to be a shit show.
I'm already like,
it's okay.
Planning.
We'll plan. Don't worry.
But like, I just know this, we have to plan in advance because even so when I was looking for places to go to watch it here in New York, the first place I thought was Blue Haven East, which is like one of our favorite sports bars. And I inquired about a reservation and they were like, oh, sorry, we've been booked out for the past year for this day.
I thought you said 3 months.
No.
Oh.
Year.
Holy shit.
So people already book out that thing. So if that's Blue Haven across the country, like we're gonna
right. And Vegas specifically, the new Allegiant Stadium, like it's gonna be popping.
Oh, that's why it's there. That makes sense.
I hope the Raiders make it. There's no shot.
There's no shot. But like, hey, it's their stadium,
right?
So like they're kind of there.
They're there.
They're probably like in the locker room, like, good job, guys.
Right.
Hey, good job out there. Throw a football for me. I love you.
Oh my God, that's so cool. We're going.
Yeah,
So we're gonna go to the Super Bowl next year.
We are gonna have NFL husbands
Probably
by next year, and they're going to play each other in the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
We're gonna go head to head.
Head to head. I love that.
But
That'd be cool.
what side would we sit on?
Oh, hubby side.
But what if our husbands are on different teams? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so we can't sit with each other.
Or goalpost, the line.
Oh, right.
We'll
Next
go
to each other?
right
Okay.
but like
right
there.
Ooh, the outfits would be cute.
I know. Did you see Alexis is doing makeup for some of the Eagles' wives?
Yes. And the Patrick Mahomes' wife.
Who's that?
He's on the Chiefs.
Okay. Why did I think he was a Niner? Couldn't tell you.
Maybe he was at one point. I don't know. We're going to stop talking about football because we don't know anything about it.
Go Jerry Rice.
No, did you see the password that I made for our Zoom call tomorrow?
No, what is it? Or I guess well, it's already in the past. The Zoom call's in the past.
Oh, right. Go Raiders.
There you go. Wait, Alex. Oh my God. I was walking earlier and no, this was last night. And first of all, two things. I was coming home from dinner and on the train. What? What?
I'm just remembering the last time you said, first of all, two things, and the first thing you did was fart. Remember? It was when we were having our debrief of our therapy session.
I was in shambles, literally crying to her about the state of the planet.
And she was like, two things.
Because my whole session, I'm not going to mute her. She'll know. And like, I have to be able to respond right away. So I was in the session like, yeah. Like a whole, like squeezing my stomach. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
well, that's
sorry.
not this time.
What are your two things?
I was on the train and there was totally a group of kids that was coming to the city from a prom night. They were all dressed to the nines.
Fun.
And they all get off the train and like come up to like ground level. And it was the cutest thing. They all grabbed each other and were like, we're in New York City.
Oh my God.
It was the cutest thing ever. That wasn't why I brought it up though. So then I was walking and there was a garbage truck and it was like the lift was like, but it went, and it sounded like Raiders. And I stopped. I tried to record it again, but it didn't do it again. It was like one of those moments where it was so,
the way that that melody is engraved in our
DNA.
It's
another. Didn't we talk about this on the last episode? Like a frequency.
Yes.
That what was the Love Island one? I think we talked about on the Patreon episode.
Yes.
The dun, 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 dun. There's certain familiar frequencies that just like
put you in a time and place.
And just Raiders. I already see us being hammered tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yelling that at the bar. We're gonna get
easily.
out.
Should I wear my Raiders hat?
I was gonna say maybe we should just wear Raiders gear.
No, that's so Raider fan of us.
And right, and like it'd be different if like we were over there, but like we're on the East Coast,
and it'd be different if the Niners were playing.
We could say like Bay
then
Area.
It would be then it would be like repping the Bay, but
like
still
California,
fuck the Niners.
Right.
Okay.
We can't do. Okay, let's get into song of the day and what we're wearing. I feel so awkward in this dress still. I feel like I'm gonna have to sit like this the whole time.
Do you want me to sit like that with you?
Should we just like sit forward? Maybe
it's just like
it's uncomfortable.
So
you do not have to sit like this if you don't want to.
Well, no, because I was just saying, you guys, this dress is just really short. So a poon shot.
Dresses on couches
aren't.
It's not a thing.
But no, that's not that. Yeah. Okay. I can do that.
Okay. My song of the day is going to be Shelby by The Brook and the Bluff. That sounds like a
book
nursery rhyme, like a kid's book. Yeah. The Book and the Bluff, or The Brook and the Bluff.
Okay, my song of the day is Ambivalence. I think that's how you say it, by Hans and Emok.
What is ambivalence?
I don't know. Should we look it up? I don't know what it means. Ambivalent?
Belligerent?
Me tomorrow. Ambivalent means having mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about something or someone.
my constant state of mind. I stay ambivalent.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Constant mixed feelings.
Constant. I don't know. Is this good? Is
Can't
this
decide anything.
I don't know.
Okay, what are you wearing? We all know.
I'm wearing a little black dress. I don't remember where I got this actually. Shit.
I want to say ASOS.
No, I bought it in person. I remember like
is
taking
it
off the rack.
what's that cute little shop on Melrose? Sorella.
Maybe. I remember I bought 2 and then I returned one because I didn't know what size. I kind of feel like it was on Ventura, but I don't know what where I was
just
going.
like a little boutique.
Just checking the tag.
Oh, guess the name of it.
Raiders.
TikTok.
I got my dress from TikTok. IK.
No, C's, but TikTok with the C.
It's a TikTok dress. What about you? I don't
this is from ASOS.
Instagram. New look petite.
Yeah, I think it's ASOS, but it was probably 3 or 4 years ago.
I was gonna say you've had this for a minute. It's really
little
like held up.
Yeah, I honestly I've worn it like twice.
Right.
But it's one of those things I'm never gonna get rid of because it's such a specific piece.
You always gonna need it like once a year.
Yep. And then like sparkly sock.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing little frilly socks. I forgot to say these are from Amazon. They're on my Amazon storefront if you want to check it out.
Are they?
Yep.
I'm gonna get them. I also got a cute haircut.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, elephant in the room. We should have started with that.
It's so much shorter than I asked for, but
what
I asked for shoulder length. This is not shoulder length.
Okay, in my defense, if this matters, when you were standing in that mirror, you said you wanted to go to where your shoulder meets your neck. That's where you said when you were here.
Okay, even that.
I think it's literally there. It's flipped up right now. You're down like this.
Okay, I didn't. I said shoulder length. I said,
when
let's
you were
start.
there.
You know
No,
what?
yeah.
Okay, here it is. Let me show you the photo that I showed her.
Oh shit! And it's not even like your hair was curly and it coiled up. Like you think she got scissor happy? Like did it kind of seem like that?
So absolutely, because she like pulled out a whole, it looked like a professional knife set. She pulled out a whole like leather like sleeve and pulled out knives, and like all of her coworkers came over and was like, you got them. Apparently she was like, yeah, $1,500 a pop. She's like,
oh, so she was excited.
She got scissor happy. Like she had her coworker film the first chop. Like she got fully
grab that video. That would be cool.
Scissor happy. I actually meant to ask her for it, but this is the picture that I showed her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's at least 2 inches longer.
You will be there in
and that's
a
what
month and
she
a half.
said. Like, I think she saw the look on my face when she first cut it off, because I was like, holy shit, this is so short. But she was like, I know it's drastic, but it's like really, it's perfect for your face. She was like, you have a really round head and like this length is so good on you.
It is.
And if I would have went any longer in a week, it would have not been worth it, because it would have been like almost to where you were beforehand.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I think you might see that now. Like this will have a little bit longer of a life.
Yeah.
Before you have to go get it cut again.
Yesterday I literally like walked out the place and like neatly put it up in a pony, because I was like,
you don't want to think about it right now.
Fucking like this. Like I could have cried. I was so shocked by how short it was.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that was because I did not like how she styled it. It was so bad. She like straightened it, but then like threw some random waves in the top
to like add texture or something.
Yeah, it was really weird. So I got home and like I played around with it, and then this morning I did it like dried naturally with this little swoop, which is so like I'm in love with it now. So
that's like
I'm
people
happy.
Literally like that's a style that people sit in rollers with for like hours to have, and the fact that it dried like that is dope.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you're happy though.
I like it now.
I was like I like when she called me. I even honestly liked how the person styled it. I thought it looked really chic. Like I did see it, but the fact that you were on the fence about it, I was like, oh, it's so bad. I got a haircut too, but it's nothing crazy. It's like probably 2 inches shorter. It's definitely like here now.
It gave you so much more body.
Yes. And I went to a curl specialist, so my texture came out a lot. I posted that on my Instagram too, which I'm sure you guys already saw, but it's a lot more curly now that it has some weight off. She did some, I forget the name of the layers she said, but they're on like the sides of my head, and it's a certain like method she did so that when it dries, like I have more curls to my root.
Oh, okay.
Like
that makes sense.
Higher because it's less weight.
Right.
But she didn't like thin my hair or anything, because like I don't have enough to let her do that.
Right.
But she just went like, I forget the word, but like I haven't air dried it myself yet, so I'll keep you updated, but she said it will dry curlier, higher is what I was trying to do. So we just got haircuts and now I have it up in a fucking bun.
It's okay.
Whatever. I'll do it tomorrow. It's just like really dirty. And she also said to not be washing it as much to help my curls come out, because I do wash it. I shampoo it every day. And that's just like,
I do that too.
not good. Not good for anybody.
Okay. I had to get a little more comfy.
Okay, so as I'm sure you could tell by the title, for this week's episode, for the Valentine's Day episode, we usually do something lovey-dovey, but the past two we've done self-love, which I fucking love. And those have been seriously some of my favorite episodes. We did one with Liza. We've done one with just the two of us. Such valuable episodes. And it seemed like you guys liked it a lot, but we thought we'd switch it up a little bit this year. And I feel like we preach self-love every fucking episode. So we want to take an approach to the more fun side of love. And we feel like the most fun side of love is the flirting. It's generally in the beginning when you're flirting the most and learning how other people flirt, the ways you like to be flirted with, the ways you flirt to others, how it changes in different situations, like what things to pick up on,
and like how it changes when you get older.
Yes,
how it evolves.
That's a really big thing. Yep, like growing up, the thing you always hear, oh, when they're mean to you, they like you. Like, it's not like that when you're an adult. No. Let's just start there. If someone's being mean to you, it's because they're fucking being mean. That does not mean they like you. So little things like that. Dive into it. Just kind of dive into it. And to start it off, Alex found a study called 5 Flirting Styles. What type of flirt are you? And it's just a quick little blurb that we're gonna popcorn read. It's like we're in class. It's very quick, but we just wanted to start with more of a kind of what we did in the communication episode, like how to hold a conversation, something we can wrap our head around and
kind of give us like a foundation for the topic.
See where we lie, the types of flirts that you guys might think you are, and then we'll kind of go from there. And so let's start the popcorn read. I loved this shit in class.
Okay, this is a study done by Jeffrey Hall, who's an assistant professor of communication at the University of Kansas in Lawrence. He recently completed research about the flirting styles of dating adults. He surveyed more than 5,100 men and women about their techniques. Survey participants were asked questions such as, I am good at using body language to flirt, and in today's society, people have to be careful about flirting. Based on the responses, Hall grouped flirting styles into 5 categories.
Okay, so the first one is physical flirting. It says that physical flirting involves communicating sexual interest to a potential partner. This form of flirting typically led to the development of relationships more quickly and had greater chemistry and emotional connection.
Whoa, I did not accept that.
I do not accept
that. Expect that.
Yeah.
You would think something that starts off so physical and so about like appearance wouldn't get
deep, or maybe it'd be one of those situations where it like goes too fast. You know, when they say like a flame that goes fast burns out twice as fast. Like, I would assume that, but that's also not my flirting style.
No, I wouldn't say that I use that approach when flirting, but like I feel like it does naturally come out for me in some scenarios. I think if they go there and if they're like touchy-feely and flirty, if I'm into it, I'll match it.
If I'm into it, I'll match it, but I won't initiate it. And B, I'm generally just like, that is actually like one of the last steps I have with you to be a contender in my life. We need to connect on so many other levels, deep and shallow, before I'm okay with physical. Like,
interesting.
Fuck. Like, no. Like,
physical is
don't touch
usually,
me.
I wouldn't say it's first, but it's probably like at least second or third. Like if I need to have that physical attraction is a big one.
I'll have the attraction. I just won't play on it yet. We're not gonna touch yet, straight up. Like, obviously we'll have to know if I have that with you and like if we like are attracted to each other.
Right.
But to me, that's unspoken.
You don't go there.
You know, it doesn't need to be like, you are pretty.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, it's, oh, you're attractive, we're attracted to each other, but like,
you don't use that as a tool.
No, not at all. That's just another, like, I guess I hate to say that, but like it's another box that needs to be checked, but like, we are not acting on physical touching for 6 years. Just kidding. But like, for a minute.
No, I love the, like, if I'm flirting with a guy at a bar, I love the like brush of the arm, if he has his arm like around my back. One thing that this guy that I like was recently dating, he would like tuck my hair behind my ear.
I love that. That's cute.
So cute. That kind of like physical, just like small touches here and there to let me know that like I like close body contact.
But with a new person?
Yeah. If I'm into it and we can get, and like if I'm into it and it's on the table, I don't necessarily initiate it, but if it's initiated, I'm like, ooh, yes, we're going there.
For sure.
Like I'll like I said, I'll match it.
Wow. Yeah. That I like all those things you just named, but like when you were talking about it, the part of me that was like, ooh, I love that is thinking in relationships.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not like that with like, I'm going to call them strangers. Like a lot of the lens I'm at least going off in this episode with flirting is new people.
Yeah.
And new people where I don't really fucking know you yet. I'm not like, don't touch me. But like, I'm not, that's like not a priority. And like, I'm not, if they initiate it, like the likelihood that I'll be okay with it is very, very
slim.
Low. Very slim unless maybe I'm drunk, but like, that's not good.
Right.
You know, like.
See, I'm a big, like, that's like butterflies to me. Put your arm around me. Love that.
I don't know. I haven't had a situation
even been
where
put in
I've
that
been
situation.
okay with it. So that's kind of where
Okay.
I'm at. I don't know. Oh God. Look at my body language right now.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. All right, number 2.
Okay, so the next flirting style is traditional flirting, which involves allowing men to take the lead while women maintained a more passive role. People who flirted in the traditional way were typically more introverted. Men who flirted in a traditional way often knew their potential partner for some time. So this is like a slow burn, and it seems like once you know there's a spark, that's when you turn on the traditional flirting, and it's like being courted. So like you have a potential suitor.
So, but it's you said it's like a little bit later in the timeline. So how did they get there? I wonder.
Friendship or like seeing that.
Okay.
Friendship or seeing that, yeah, this might be one that isn't necessarily like set at a bar with a stranger.
Hi, stranger, send a drink or whatever it is.
This is like someone who you've been around.
And you're like, I think I'm going to try and pursue them.
Yes. Okay. It's the pursuit.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's honestly that's a big thing that's happened to me. Like that happened growing up with Kelly. We were friends before anything, and then it did turn into this like, okay, now you need to like try and like we need to change the dynamic.
You're
grafting literally in Love Island. That, and then I mean even Tanner, like we were friends before, and then we did have to like
you had a spark and you had to do the switch,
and that's when like he would start doing different things, and I was like, oh wow, like we do this now.
It
like,
breaks the barrier of like friendship and like you want to make it clear that you have interest in someone.
Yeah.
I
kind of like that.
I would like that being done to me more so than, well, I guess
that's what it's saying.
Yeah,
right?
that's what it says, that the man takes the lead.
Okay. When you first read it, I literally was like, gross. Like, what do you mean? Like, the girl can do it too. But like, it's the chivalry that like,
yes,
it's still traditional. That I still yearn for, regardless of like, you know, we're both very strong women, but like there is still a part of me where I'm like,
and I kind of like the thought that someone I've been around has like had their eye out for me and is taking their time with pursuing me. And it's not just like it does seem more intentional.
Yeah. That one for me reminds me of kind of a thing I talk about in therapy a lot, where I feel like I need someone, I guess taking it to more of like a spiritual level, I feel like I need someone who brings out my feminine. I tend to live in my masculine majority of the time, and it's something I'm comfortable with. And I feel like in relationships, it is really nice. Like some good moments I could think of in past relationships are the moments where they do
bring out the feminine.
They bring out the feminine, and like they make the decision of the plan, or like they coordinate the surprise or whatever, because I'm usually the one doing that again, which I love, but it's nice when your lover takes that off for you and like flips the role and lets you kind of take the back seat. And there's something like endearing, at least for me, there's something when that's done to me, I'm like, oh wow, like they recognized that it's their turn to do that. And it's like a level of like understanding and awareness, and it checks a lot of boxes for me. So like
that makes sense then.
Yeah, I kind of like that. But I don't know if it's a style of the 5 flirting, only because, like I said, I'm going into this episode thinking like bar setting, first impression. This one's like a little, I feel like this one's like an afterthought because you kind of already know the person and you're like you said, you're courting them.
Right. It's not the I don't want to say the word traditional because it's quite literally called traditional, but it's not the stereotypical thought of flirting, especially at this age and like our surroundings and the environment that we're in. It's so like flirting is so fast paced and fun and going out and socializing. And that's not typically how we think of flirting.
It's not like the modern take of
But
flirting.
I guess all of these are like different ways of quote unquote courting someone. So, I mean, it has to be thrown in there somewhere.
The end of these 5 points usually ends up being the same intention. I want this person to be mine.
Yes.
That's kind of where these 5 funnels end up.
Yep.
That makes sense. Okay, number 3 is polite flirting. It says that polite flirting was based on the use of proper manners and a more cautious way of communicating interest. So proper manners, I would think, is this like the pull my chair out for me, get my door? That's kind of what I would think it is. And then a more cautious way of communicating interest. That one does not resonate with me at all.
No.
Not asking too much?
Or like, can I kiss you?
Oh, I like that.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
You know what? I like this as like a base.
Like this is the bare minimum.
Yeah.
To me.
I like this as a base for like human beings is what I was going to say. Right. And, but if this is all you do, I don't think you're a good flirt.
No, I need more than that.
Personally,
Same.
I need a little bit more energy when it comes to flirting.
Yeah, it seems very backseat, very little too chill for me.
And you're almost like kind of using these tools as, how do I want to put this? Like you're like resorting to this to work for you.
Right.
Like show me a little bit more personality in the way that you're going to court me.
You nailed
That's
it.
what I need.
With energy too. Like I just want a little more fire than that.
Yeah.
I want a little more like
fun
and passion and play. Mm-hmm. Like just energy, effort.
Right. This doesn't seem like effort. If you're only showing me good manners in the way that you want to court me,
I'm just gonna be like, okay, you're a really nice person, but do you fucking like me or not?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I don't know. That one's really interesting. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Or maybe we're interpreting it wrong. Tittying. Maybe I'm shaking my titties wrong. If you resonate with that, let us know how you resonate with that and like how you took that in. Because maybe I'm just understanding it incorrectly.
No, I mean, maybe, but like I'm right there with you. That's how I interpret it.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one, the 4th one. Sincere flirting involves communicating sincere interest and a desire to establish strong emotional connections. Women scored higher in this style, although men use this style too. Personally, I don't use this. Like this is first date material for me. When I think of, but I guess we should have like opened with this. In general, do you consider yourself a flirt?
No.
Okay, and I think that's where we're different with this one specifically. I fully consider myself a flirt. I feel like I can flirt with a rock.
The Rock.
Him too. And I don't go into flirting scenarios with the intention of like wanting to build an emotional connection right away. I'm fully like, I want to flirt to flirt.
This is crazy, Alex.
I want to flirt just to scratch my flirting itch.
When you said I don't go into it for an emotional connection, that is, and we've talked about this on this podcast several times, that is the only way I'm going to connect with you.
Really?
Yeah. Like, sure, don't get me wrong. Like, I love this isn't even flirting. I was gonna say I love like watching Love Island and seeing hot men, or like I like playing still, but again, we're looking at these 5 as that end funnel of like being in a relationship, or like at least being maybe not a relationship, was too far. Having a mutual interest in each other.
Okay, yeah. See,
I can't grow in a mutual interest for you. I can't grow an interest for you if we don't emotionally connect.
Whoa.
Zero goose egg. No. That's why.
I think this is like one of the things where we're so polar opposite.
100%. That's like why I love this podcast. That's before this episode, I called Tanner because I was like, how do I flirt? And like, we had a whole talk about it. And he said the same thing. Like, that was his first answer to me, was like, he said, I ask deeper questions and I like get to know, not just like, and both are equally as important, but I'm not just like, so what do you like to do for fun? Or like, what are your hobbies? Or I'm more so like, oh, why? When did you start doing that? Oh, you used to do that with your mom? Oh yeah. What's she like? Like,
that's not, see, that's just, to me, that's not flirting.
I understand. Yeah. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. I didn't think it was either. So going to this episode, that's why.
Okay.
We had a whole talk before this episode where I was like, Alex, like I'm so down for this episode, but like I don't consider myself a flirt, so I'm very like,
where are you on this topic?
Yes, but now that it's one of the 5, I'm like, okay, I'm a 5th normal. Like, that's what I'm trying to say is I never thought it was flirty either. I thought it was like just conversation,
right?
But it is
a flirting style.
That's how I connect with humans.
Okay.
With like that I'm like interested in.
See,
and other humans too, but like romantically too.
I'm so like using the bar scenario. I'm so go out if I'm like, if I feel a pull towards someone, if we're like, remember when we went to Common Ground and I was making eye contact with the guy.
Oh yes.
With the guy across the dance floor. We were making eye contact with each other, like just the subtle little eye bats. And then all of a sudden he walks over to me and he was like, you want to go dance? I was like, fuck yeah. So we went and we
that makes me so scared.
Really?
Yes.
We went and we danced the fucking night away, making out on the dance floor. We're like talking, got each other drinks. That was like the epitome of, that was so fun. That was such the epitome of like, okay, this is a flirty night.
Right.
But the sincere part of it and like the emotional connection, I didn't go into that. And I don't even think I came out of it thinking like, wow, I can have emotional connection with this guy. It was more so like, I just scratched my flirting itch. Like it was just just flirting. And then I didn't even think, like I said, I didn't come out of it thinking it would go anywhere. It was, this is something that I would only do like if I did come out of it thinking like, ooh, I really like this guy, then I can see myself getting their first date, like an totally actual date. Yeah.
It's like you have, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's almost like you look at male interaction as like there's certain types with your personal kind of end game intention with them. You, like you said, you can go out for flirty nights and that's just like fun with cute boys and like woohoo, have fun, dance, drink, fucking make out, who cares? Or obviously have a yearn to have, like, as every human does, like a connection with someone, and that's when it gets deeper for you. You have
separate the two.
You separate the two.
Yep.
And this is something I know, you know, and like I get really frustrated about is like I want to have that really lighthearted one because that's so fun. That's like every movie we've ever watched. When I see it happening, I think it's like the funnest thing ever. But when I start to do it and I want to keep it light, it's just like it just gets deep. Like it's like I don't want to say it's the only way I know how. It's the only way I want to.
Right. It's the only natural way.
Natural, yeah.
Yeah. It's the only natural approach that you have.
Exactly. It's the one that's I've always done. I guess it's the one that's always worked for me. Like it's natural. I'm comfortable. And it's not that I don't see value in the lighthearted one, but like in those moments, like I will just stay back. And I guess I was going to say, I don't know. It's not like an introverted way either. Like they can still come up to me and I'll be like, oh, what's up? And like, I'll start talking. But then even if they're like, let's go dance, while we're dancing, I'll be like, so where are you from? Oh, like, what was that like growing up? Like, I'll just start going there.
You'll go there.
Like, it's just like, it's not like I'm like, oh no, I don't want to dance with you. I need to sit down and look you in the eye and talk about your aspirations. Like, I'll still do it.
It's just, you don't find value in it.
But it just ends up still going deep. And then that person, you know, will go there with me. And like, that's when I start, I feel like this is a great follow-up to our How to Hold a Conversation episode.
Absolutely.
I'll then go into my conversation styling where I'll start picking up on, all right, they're not really about this right now, which I get. We're in the middle of a fucking bar and they just asked me to dance and I'm asking about their trauma. And that's when I'll start picking up on, okay, I got to leave this conversation. And then the exchange is done. It's not like, well, let's just keep going again, unless maybe I'm drunk.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, totally.
Like that's all I do. But then it gets backwards because I do that and then say it's successful, and I'm like, okay, this person's dope, and like we vibe. Then we go on a date and another date. Say we're like a few dates in, like we're seeing each other, and like now I'm pretty comfortable with this person. Then I start touching.
Okay.
Then I start doing all the playful. Then I start doing the other 5. I have to make sure. I think it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
I need to feel safe enough to like let that part of me down. Whereas generally flirting, at least in my understanding, is the first impression move. To me, it's the last.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's all making sense now in my head. This is the first time I've like really come to it. But yeah, that was why I was kind of confused about this episode. But that's where I stand.
You're totally I think you're a mix of sincere and traditional.
Yeah. Yeah. But then like, obviously I'm thinking in like Tanner terms, but then like once I'm comfortable, like I am very physical with him.
Right. But
And,
I think that goes like with the topic. I mean, like you said, speaking only strangers, that goes beyond.
I get you. So strangers. Yeah, you're right. Sincere and traditional. Okay. Let's read the last one, the 5th one. The 5th one is playful flirting. It says that playful flirting was the style least likely to result in meaningful relationships. People who engaged in playful flirting often enjoyed it as a way to boost their own self-esteem.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's fully like this explains.
Fun.
I don't use flirting as a tool to find a meaningful relationship. It's fully fun to boost my energy, to boost confidence, to boost like social interaction with other people. That's fully how I see flirting.
This just like kind of pops in my head. When I have fun with it is when I'm wingmanning. Because then I'm like, I'm doing this for Alex. I'm doing this for Leanne. I'm just doing this for somebody else.
Right.
Then I can be like, I'll play it up.
Yeah.
But like we rarely are in wingmanning situations, to be completely honest. But like that's when I'll step in, and that's when I can just have fun with it. Because I'm like, pressure's off me.
Right.
We both know we're just doing this for our homies right now. But if it's like shit, does this person actually like want to start something with me? Like that's when I'm like, okay, we need be on the same page. Ugh, I feel like I'm not making sense.
No, you totally are.
My head's everywhere. I'm hungry. I want Taco Bell.
I'm down for Taco Bell. I'm drinking one of these Lagunitas hoppy refreshers. It's just like it's a no alcohol sparkling hop water. They just got into like the seltzer water thing, and I'm be burping.
I do be burping though.
I do be burping.
I'm trying to think of times where we've wingmanned for each other. I don't really know. Like, you'd think we'd have more stories about this.
I think our single life together is so fresh.
That's true.
That we haven't really, I mean, I'm trying to think with like specific people.
Me too. And even like one-off things. Like, I don't know. I feel like,
well, shit, we need to go out and wingman for each other.
Yeah. It quite frankly, we just haven't really been in a situation like naturally where one of us is like, come on, I really like this guy and he's a friend. Like, I mean, there was one, we talked about it, that was a horror story that happened our first few weeks in New York.
I was fully wingmanning.
And that was
a
terrifying.
Shit show.
It was a bad story. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, we just like haven't really been in it.
We need to put ourselves in these situations more.
Why aren't we?
Because we're so different.
But what does that have to do with us having the capability to find one person one of us is in and one with a friend? That's what I'm saying. Like, we haven't been in that situation.
Yeah. Are we not approachable?
Fuck.
No. I don't think so.
Well, you know, I think, where were we when someone thought we were lesbians?
Dave's rooftop party.
Yep. People probably think we're dating.
Fuck.
I'm being dead serious. Like, I'm not even on some funny shit. Alex and I have got that more than once. Like,
right.
when we're out.
The nervous laugh is the realization that that's what it is.
Because we usually only go out the two of us. And obviously we're going to be like standing next to each other. We're not going to be like go out.
And we usually like kind of match and shit.
Right. And like laugh. And we're only talking to each other. So people probably think we're on a date.
How do we stop that?
Just like not look at each other. But then we're at the bar alone.
Right.
Maybe go out with like more people.
Right.
Hang out with people.
We need to go out with friends. We recently wingmanned when we went out with these two guys here in New York. Not just the two of them.
Yes.
But
that completely did the opposite.
Yeah.
I was into somebody, and then you
I
ended up actually liking the person you were wingmanning with,
and you didn't. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
which is still fine, but like it wasn't successful.
No.
I literally just ended up going home.
Like,
you know why? This is an example right here. I ended up going home because I was like, we're not fucking connecting.
You didn't have the emotional connection, and I ended up staying in the wingman situation because me and this guy were fully just like flirting, making out in the bar.
That is the example of how I work.
Yeah.
And it's never like I'm going home. This is not working. Like
it was just,
I'm just like, why am I here? Like it just becomes like trust me, I've done years of trying to force myself to just have the fun flirty, but when it doesn't work, I'm like, I feel like as I get older, I'm like, why I'm not gonna just fucking stay for no reason. I'm out. I'm going home to my dog. So yeah, but like just to like put my whole perspective.
It's that night.
It's that night. So now you know exactly where I'm at. That's crazy.
Wow. Okay, I put on my story, give me your best pickup line. Ooh. And I got a couple.
Good, I need them.
Oh, this is my friend Ryan said, hey, you dropped your ID. Hands her a pack of sugar. That's cute.
Oh, like saying she's sugar.
She's sweet.
Oh.
Or yeah.
I said she is sugar. See, this is really bad.
No, that was cute.
Saying that she's granulated sugar that's really bad for you.
She's sweet and low. Ew. No, that's cute. That would work on me.
Equal? See, I'd be like, I would go, good one. Like, I would take it as like, oh, they're just being funny. Like, I would not think like, I'd be like,
no, I mean, I wouldn't. Like, okay, I would take that as an invitation to begin my flirting venture with that person.
Oh.
I would be like, oh my God, that's so cute. And then I would go into like, how often do you do that? Like, I want to hear some horror stories from that.
Okay,
and like, I would pull that as like banter.
Yeah.
And then I would obviously flirt in that banter sesh.
I thought you meant it would be like a real move.
It's a pickup line.
I guess all pickup lines to me are just jokes, which quite literally they are.
Right.
They're never like supposed to be good, right?
I don't think so. And they're not, I don't look at them as like, you're showing me your best.
You're trying your hardest.
Right.
What is some more?
It's just like cute ways to like open the door.
These are good for like dating apps too.
Right. This one I'm actually going to use. She says, tell me something good. Works like a charm.
Yeah, that's good.
That's cute.
Tell me something good. Like start off on a good note too.
Right.
It's almost like saying how are you, but like not in a how are you boring way.
There was a phase about a year and a half ago where I was going up to guys and I was saying, and I'll tell you right now, it worked like a fucking charm.
Oh yeah.
I was going up to guys and I was saying, oh my God, I was going to wear that outfit.
There's like, it catches everyone off guard.
No, so off guard. Because at first they're like,
Wait, really?
they like look at their outfit and they're like, you have this hoodie? And I'm like, no,
yeah,
but you just open the conversation.
Or you fully just string them on. You're like, yeah, no, I got that last season.
I have the same one. My grandpa lent it to me, passed it down from his lineage. No,
it's like 100 hoodie. Dude, see?
No, I used it. I think the night that I came up with it was a Halloween party. So everyone was in costumes.
Right.
And I was going up to people and I was saying, the first guy I used it on, he was in an astronaut costume.
Where were we? What party was that?
JC's.
Oh.
And I went up to him and I was like, oh my God, I was going to be an astronaut. And he was like, are you serious?
Like that whole, like, people are going to really take it seriously that night.
Right.
Like,
and they took it seriously. And then I was like, wow, this like opened up a conversation with me and this cute guy. And like we sat there talking and like chatting it up for like 10 minutes.
Right.
I'm going to use this.
It worked.
It fucking works. Oh my God. Someone said, I almost wore that same shirt.
Whoa.
That's a line. Someone also said, hey, I think we've met before. Oh wait, that was in my dreams.
Oh God.
That's cheesy. Sorry.
When you pull out your pockets or your sweats and you say, you ever kiss a bunny between its ears?
Have you used that, Kristen?
Next one. I thought that was a good one.
Did you just come up with that?
No. But I thought it was a good one.
Oh, someone said, you listen to Oddvice?
Hey.
Oh,
they're like, what the fuck is that?
This one says, walks into a restaurant. Hey, picking up for Jeff? That's good.
I don't get it.
It's just like, it's fun, like sarcastic. Like he's being sarcastic. Like that's his pickup line. Like he's probably hot
oh.
and
Gotcha.
he doesn't have to do anything to pick up.
I thought it was like maybe the hostess was cute.
I think you overthink flirting.
I'm like, but Jeff, what was Jeff's childhood like?
I think that's what it is.
I'm overthinking. I told you.
No, I know.
Do that.
Yeah, you're just overthinking it.
Let me read some.
Okay.
I'll break it in. I'm really going to analyze them. I'm going to message all these people and be like, what did you mean by that? You're hot. Want a kiss? Works best on women.
Yeah. That would work on me.
Freak out. You guys, I would freak out if somebody was like, want a kiss?
I mean, it's approach, right? Like,
hey man, want to fuck? That was the one above it.
No, but read the next one that she sent in.
Oh, just kidding. Probably just like conversation. Okay. My person.
No, if a cute guy, it can't be the first thing that you say, but if we're in a bar and we're flirting and I don't know, I can't like pull it out of my ass a good way to say it, but if he asked me to kiss, I would.
So this has happened to me one time and it did work.
Who?
This actually happened with Scott.
Oh.
So Coachella, when we met,
we
were outside car camping, and I think we had probably been with them for a few hours at this point. It was
the first day we met them.
It was the first night we met them, but it was the end of the night, and we were going back to our camps, and they walked us back to our camp, and when we was about to turn away, he looked at me, he said, "Can I kiss you?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Yes." And like that was really good, but like, see, I had already had an established thing.
Yeah.
If that's what you do off the bat, fuck no. I'd be like, no. Huh? Why would you tell them like that's my pickup line.
Who hurt you?
That's my pickup line. Who hurt you? What was your first heartbreak like? What's your relationship with your father? These are good. These are thought provoking. See, I'm the person that people would be like, if someone ever did this to me, fuck that. I'm a monster.
Okay, let me try and put myself there. If someone came up to me and like tried to bring the conversation there quickly in a bar.
What's quickly to you?
Hey, can I get you a drink? Throw a compliment in there. This is their voice. Throw a compliment in, a little bit of flirty. Then they try to like talk about something so serious. I'm like, dude, we're in a fucking bar. Flirt with me.
That's really quick. So I'm not going to go that quick.
Okay.
Let me
lay it out for me.
Again, it's person by person. So it's like always going to be different. But, okay.
Hey, can I buy you a drink?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. See, this is good. It's fun. What do you want? Oh, I want this. Okay. We're drinking. I'm looking at his drink and I'm like, really? An Aperol Spritz? Really? A strawberry daiquiri?
Hey, way to bring it back.
Out the fucking door. I'd be like, is that always like your go-to drink or like what? And he'd be like, yeah, oh my God, this is my favorite. It's just always been like a solid for me. Like it's such a fun drunk. I'd be like, oh my God, like what was like your first story with it though? So kind of similar to what you were saying is similar.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
There's no depth there.
Right. And then he'd be like, oh, strawberry daiquiri. I was 18 years old. It was my first trip to Cabo. And I actually went with like my girlfriend at the time. And I'd be like, oh shit, like how long were you guys together? And I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. And then I'd be like, oh, how'd you meet? And then, well, I guess I wouldn't go necessarily relationship-y. This is just where my brain's going right now. But like, I don't know. Then I'd be like, this is a bad example because I'm not going to.
I think this is what it is. You try to peel the layers.
Yes. This is a bad example though. Like I almost want to fully cut this whole bit.
Oh, no way.
Like, let's not go relationship-y. Like, he'd say the Cabo trip and I'd be like, oh, well, like what were you celebrating? He'd be like, oh, we were there for my grandpa's 90th. And I'd be like, oh my God, like tell me about him. Oh my God, yeah. So he was in the war, da da da. And I'd be like, oh shit, like what, like this is too like, now I'm too scripted. But like then I would actually start learning about his family.
Okay.
And like then we'd talk about like my grandpa and I'd be like, oh, he loves to like make things out of driftwood. My grandpa loves to make things out of driftwood, you guys. He's so good at it too. And then like I talk about like how much time I spent at my grandpa's growing up. And then I'd ask like,
yeah,
that's when I would at least start putting my feelers out. Like
okay.
how is he talking about his grandpa? How is he bringing up these memories? What am I reading about his reaction? And if I read a negative reaction about him talking about his grandpa, I'm not going to be like, was it bad? In my head, I'm going to be like, oh, okay. I'm kind of assuming this guy maybe doesn't have the best relationship with his grandpa and I'm going to change the subject now. But then like me thinking homeboy doesn't have a good relationship with his grandpa makes me feel like I'm like emotionally understanding him a little bit better.
This is like scaring me, seeing that like this is such second date material to me that like if this happened to me in a bar, I would retreat. I would like literally start walking backwards.
Surprisingly though, it's never happened to me.
No, and I'm not saying
I'm not taking any. I'm just saying like, because you're right.
Yeah.
It's not, even as somebody who like likes it, like there are time and places. I do understand that. And if like we're in the middle of One Oak and like Jeezy's performing, like I'm not gonna fucking bring it up then. But like bar setting, restaurant setting, whatever, party setting, I've surprisingly never had somebody
close it off
from that.
Yeah.
And like I don't have any horror stories with it, and that's why it works for me. So I've never really analyzed it too much, and like don't get me going because then I'm not gonna sleep. I've never, like, maybe there's a half step there that I subconsciously do where I have a feeler for the people that are even gonna be willing to have the conversation in the first place.
I think there is.
I don't know what it is, but I guess maybe I have that because I don't have any horror stories with it. It's always worked for me. I've always like been able to
I think you just like, you are drawn to people who don't see. I think that's just what it is. You're drawn to people who who aren't playful flirts like me, and people who are playful flirts, you're not drawn to. So like, it's just you, if a playful flirt approached you and used playful flirting tactics, you wouldn't even go there. So
I'd
that's
like entertain it, but like
that's your feeler.
They would know really quick, like, all right, she's not feeling it. Like,
yeah.
Cause I'd just be like, okay. Like I wouldn't like shut down. I wouldn't be mean. It would just like, you know, it's the unspoken thing where you can just pick up when someone's not picking up what you're putting down type of thing. So that was the couple example was really bad, but the grandpa example made a little bit more sense.
No, it was good. I got you. All right. You guys know how much we love BuzzFeed quizzes.
When in doubt,
pull out a BuzzFeed quiz.
This is where I get all my answers.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a BuzzFeed quiz and just figure this out once and for all of the type of, actually the title of it is How Flirtatious Are You?
Ooh.
So it's the answer processing is kind of like one of those scale ones where it's like, or it's like a spectrum.
Never or always is the first one. So I'm assuming it's, a spectrum.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do you make prolonged eye contact when talking to people? Always, eye contact is key.
That's my answer too.
Do you tend...
Wait, sorry. You can also like scrub to be like a little bit in the middle too. Like it's not 3 answers. That's cool.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, always eye contact is key. Next question. Do you tend to slip compliments into conversations? I'm going to stay pretty in the middle for that one.
I'll lean towards, I'm like halfway to the end of, yes, I love making sure people know. I'll like... If you're steezy and you're fitted, I like saying that a lot. Like, you got some steez.
Yeah.
I'll throw that in.
It's just, I guess I stayed a little in the middle because like I'll do it, but it's not something I lead with. I preface that because before this episode, we asked Brie and Leanna, our 2 best friends, we asked them their flirting styles, and Brie actually said right away, like, complimenting.
Yeah.
And like, I guess that's just not something I ever lead with. Okay, next one.
Do you play with your hair a lot?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna not go all the way, but I'm gonna go almost all the way. Yes. I don't like twirl it, but I'm touching it a lot.
I don't
You're like asking me in a little bit. I just got a haircut.
Yeah. I'll stay in the middle because I tuck behind my ear a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a thing.
Okay, next one. Do you regularly try to make people laugh when in conversation? Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Laughing together is the first step to connection.
Yep. That's another thing too. I feel like I didn't touch on here. As serious as I may want to get, or not even serious, as like emotionally connected I like to get, I approach everything with humor. I'm not like straight face interviewing. I'm still like, I'll make a joke around it. Like I still stay light with humor.
Okay, next one. Do you chuck sneaky winks into conversation? No shot.
Absolutely not.
You have to be. I've met one person in my entire life who was able to successfully pull off a wink, and I've never met anyone else who could do it.
No. When talking to someone, do you ask deeper questions to get to know them? Yes. Yes, I love getting to know people is the answer it gives.
I'm going to stay in the middle. When you know you're going to see someone, do you dress up for the occasion? Yeah. I always got to make an impression. I'm also just like always look cute. Like fashion is my personality, so I'm always dressing up no matter what.
I actually was talking about this with Tanner before. Same thing, like fashion's very important to me, but I guess I'm thinking maybe like first date vibe right now. I'm also very conscious of looking how I always look. Mm-hmm. I don't like to like overboard it. And then they're like, what? Like you looked really nice. And then now you don't. Kind of not
right.
that extreme, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like I keep it where it's always going to be.
Right.
This one, do you get nervous when talking to people? I'm going to say no.
I'm going to stay in the middle because, okay, so the end spectrum is, yes, I'm an anxious wreck. And then the other end is, nope, I love talking to anyone and everyone. I'm in the middle. If we're talking like flirty scenarios, once I'm in flirty, like Alex brain, then I can talk to, like I said, I can flirt with a rock. Yeah. But if we're talking about like normal conversations in a typical setting, there's some anxiety involved.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Are you an upbeat and energetic person? So the spectrum is, nope, I have the biggest resting bitch face ever. And yes, interaction with people is the best. In flirting scenario, yeah, I'm upbeat.
I'm definitely going to lean yes, but I do have resting bitch face. So I'm like, really fuck, which way do I go? But no, I'm going to say yes. Interaction is the best. Next one, or actually this is the last one. Do you often use physical touch when talking to people? Touching their arm, standing close to them, etc.
Yes.
The spectrum is, nope, that's awkward. Or yes, I think it develops connection. I'm going to go, I'm going to lean nope, but not all the way. I'm going to go a little in the middle because I don't think it's totally terrible, but like I explained my input on that. Okay, we're going to say I'm done. Just a sec. Let's get what's yours say?
Mine says, I'm amazed. You're a flirting god. You know all the tricks of the trade and have no trouble whatsoever reeling them in. And it's a video of Miley Cyrus winking and like
biting her lip.
Yeah.
That's what I got too.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, this
thanks,
trashed
BuzzFeed.
the whole fucking episode. I like wanted to at least get separate answers on that. Whatever.
Everyone's a good flirt. Just kidding.
I mean, but like actually,
in your own way,
just find what you're comfortable with. I think that's why my style works for me and Alex's works for her. It's what makes us shine and put the side of us we are comfortable putting forward with strangers, and that's ultimately all that matters. So if you want to come off like more reserved because you are protecting yourself, that is so valid, and like that's you and that's what you need to do,
and that's your flirting style.
Yep. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of these. Obviously it really is all about just the person you're doing it with and if it's on the same level. And there's a lot of beauty to flirting because it's that first impression where you're like are we just speaking the same language at all?
Yep.
It's like so important. So try to like stay in your own when you're flirting. I feel like I was saying this again before the episode, like sometimes I also feel like I can morph to other people, but like as I get older, I'm like, no, don't do that. Like stick in your own, because then the foundation, if it does grow into something bigger, is already like you were acting not yourself the first time.
Yep.
And that's always a shitty foundation for everything. So find your flirting style, whatever feels right, and
have fun with it.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Go flirt with someone.
Ooh,
flirt
I
with yourself
flirt
too.
Oh, absolutely.
If you are like home alone or anything today, or if you're feeling a little bit down in the dumps, if you're going through like a breakup or anything, like I said, we have some really fucking solid self-love episodes.
Yes.
If you haven't listened to them, or fucking listen to them again. I know we've had a lot of comments, people being like, I'm gonna go listen to the self-love episode for the 8th time this month. Like I just need to hear it right now. And that's why it's there. So it's a great episode. It's a lot of lessons in both those episodes that I still live by today. So go listen to that. But if you're home alone, who cares? It's a fucking Hallmark holiday. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It literally doesn't matter whatever you do. It's just February 14th and tomorrow's the 15th, and that's all that matters.
For our patrons, I want to know if you guys are I know some of you guys are in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are in relationships, how did the flirting begin? What flirting style are you? What flirting style is your partner? Any like flirting horror stories or like wingman stories?
Yep. Yes, we need those because clearly we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
We need to start wingmanning.
I know. We just need a situation where it happens. We're having a long day tomorrow. I don't know. We'll talk about it. I need to get some Taco Bell first.
I want to Taco Bell.
But yeah, if you're in a relationship, single, wherever you are, how do you flirt? What's it like for you? And another piggyback on if you're in a relationship, how do you still flirt?
Yeah.
To keep the relationship alive. Because I feel like that's a big thing we didn't even touch on in this episode. Like once you're in one, I think it's equally as important to keep that,
absolutely,
that fun, light, playful.
You got to flirt with your partner.
So what's that like for you? Because We are single over here. Thank you. And if you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? We have a Patreon. If you don't know, it has 3 tiers, and we have one extra episode every week. It's a follow up to whatever we talk about on Monday's episode. It's an excellent community. We have a Discord chat on there. The top tier, we do is a Zoom call with you guys every week, and it's a fucking blast. It's like the safest community in the world. Every single one of you. I love you so much. You know who you are.
So join it.
So join it.
If you don't want to, you can support us here. We love that too.
Sure. If you want. No pressure. No pressure. But if you are listening on Spotify or Apple Music, we're artists now. Apple Podcasts, make sure to rate us 5 stars and leave a review. It helps us out a lot. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications, because YouTube tends to send out no notifications. So if you turn on, you have to like make sure the bell's on. Even if you're just subscribed, like it doesn't send it. It's actually the worst. So YouTube, if you're listening, I love you. All right. Have a great week, you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. We love you so much. Thank you for being our Valentine.
So much.
Happy Monday.
Love you.
Bye.